What's up guys, welcome back to the vlog. It's your boy Mickey here. It's been an early morning. As you can see, I already got my Gorilla gloves on and my apron. That means I've already been working out in the shop. Of course, Ricky's in the house today as well. I love my mornings with Ricky. He always keeps it fun and lighthearted around the shop. We work really well together, so it's cool to have him here. This morning I came in early because we've got to get some things done before this RX-8 gets given away to its new owner. As you can see, I've got it up on jack stands already and have begun work. I actually, before you guys started watching, pulled this all apart, cleaned everything up in here. I pressed out our stock studs and put in our new lengthened studs and put on our new H&R spacers, which are 20 mils. And we've got our new Braze 57 CRs, thanks to Mackin Industries. We went and picked these up. And we've got a set of Falcon RT615K Plus for traction on all four corners. We've gone with a square setup for the tires, 265 35/18s. The wheels are actually not square. They're 18 by 9.5 plus 12 in the front, 18 by 10.5 plus 12 in the rear. And we are running a combination of spacers to make these wheels push out to the outer portions of the Rocket VANYA kit that we have on here. Thanks to Mackin, they had something that we could use, and I think they look perfect for the car. As you can see, everything got cleaned up really nice while I was in here. I figured I might as well repaint everything and get everything cleaned up while we have everything blown apart. We got to take the hubs off, the hub assemblies, which are really easy on these cars. It's just 4 bolts behind the hub, and you just disconnect the wheel speed sensor and the hub pops off after you remove the brake caliper and rotor. So it's a very easy installation, putting lengthened studs in as long as you have a shop press or a means to do it. We have our bitchin' little shop press over there and made quick work of this job. So now we're ready to test fit the wheels. This is the moment of truth. We are running a 20 mil spacer in the front and a 38 millimeter spacer in the rear, and we're gonna see how it fits. This is a complete guess on our part, so. All right, so as you guys can see, the wheel fitment is actually pretty aggressive. Damn it. All right, guys, so as you can see, the fitment is pretty aggressive. I'm not sure you can tell because it's a little out of the shot, but we stick out about 10 mil at full droop. But as you guys know, when you put a car down, the weight goes on it and it starts to camber. We've got a very little bit of stretch because we've got a 265/35 on a 9.5. The stretch isn't very significant, so probably gonna require a little bit of trimming of this inner fender area here and potentially a little bit back here to make this setup work and look good. I know you guys saw the car with the old rep wheels on it and the fitment was pretty weak. We knew we were getting other wheels, so we didn't really sweat it too much. Don't worry, we're gonna get this thing sitting right. Let's move on to the back. Okay, I got the rear spacers bolted on. These are 38 millimeter spacers with studs. So we use an open acorn lug nut to mount the studs, or to mount the spacer. The spacer came with those. And then we've got brand new studs that I've went ahead and put some pressure lube on. This is a trick I learned from one of the race teams I used to work with. It's called pressure lube, and we use this instead of anti-seize because anti-seize, every time you take your leg outside, that silver crap gets all over you and it's foul and disgusting and gets all over everything. Pressure lube is much cleaner and it does the same job as anti-seize without the mess. I use pressure lube on pretty much anything with threads at this point in my life, and it's bailed me out on quite a few things. I've actually been able to put pressure lube on a bolt that was semi-stripped, and the pressure lube actually allowed the nut to go back on, saved me from having to take the time to rethread it and do all that stuff. The right way to do it is to rethread it and fix it, but sometimes when you're in a hurry you do things Ricky style.
What?
Ricky style.
Oh, my style?
Yeah.
Every time.
All right, so Ricky's motto is tight is tight. Cross-threaded or not, tight is tight. So what do we have here? This is our 18 by 9.5, 12J, which is our offset. And this one here is 18 by 10.5, 12J. So this is the difference in the tire fitment. 265 on front and rear. And you can see there's not much stretch on the front, but the rear has a bit of stretch. So 1 inch wider wheel equals a 1/2 inch of stretch on either side of this tire, essentially. So hopefully we can squeeze these under our over fenders. Okay guys, so just like the front, the rear is proud about 10 to 20 millimeters. And again, once we put this thing on the ground, it's gonna suck that up pretty quick, I think, with the camber. Hey, get your mind out of the gutter, Ricky. Your mind's always in the gutter, guy. So we're gonna go ahead and put the other 2 wheels on and find out how close we actually were to nailing this fitment. With our guess on spacer size and considering the offset that we were dealing with what was available. So here we go, on to the other 2.
A little later.
All right, so I just got the car back on the ground. We had it on jack stands for the wheel swap deal. It's aired all the way up, so the suspension's rock solid. So we really didn't see any adjustment in the fitment when it hit the ground. So we're gonna go ahead and hit our AccuAir switch speed buttons, take this thing down nice and slow, see where we end up.
That's really sick.
Yeah, look. So we've got that trace I made. Look how good that was. I got
perfect.
lucky.
Damn.
So we'll do the same in the rear. We're gonna have to lose some of this edge here, which is fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
We'll reshape it.
But that seems perfect.
Bro, that will allow this thing to sit completely down and actually roll, which is pretty freaking cool. So this is the part that I'm a little concerned about, is the front, because we didn't do much trimming on these before they went to paint. We can still trim them, it's fine. But the front, because it's a moving component, is always a little more difficult to sort out. So I'm gonna take this nice and slow so we don't damage anything.
Stop, 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 stop.
Yeah.
It's hitting here. Okay, here.
As you can see, it's already starting to do this big time. These things have a major camber sweep as they go down to slammed height because of the geometry of the suspension on these cars, which is perfectly fine. And we never meant this to be a stance car, so we're not trying to do like this super massive stretch with a poke lip so that the fender sits on the lip. That's never been our intention. This car is meant to be usable and drivable straight out of here to whoever wins it and be reliable. So if they want to add some spacers or put more aggressive wheel fitment on here, they can. But we're gonna get it to where it's functional, it looks good, and we're happy with it. And that's how we're gonna give it away. Whatever the end user does with it, hopefully it's you. You can tailor it to what you like.
Got that on film.
We got the wheels and tires back on the car. We've done a bunch of shaving and fitment to make sure that this car goes up and down on its AccuAir air system without ripping these beautiful fenders off. So if you guys haven't already entered to win this thing, you probably should go do it now. Today is the last day. At 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight, we will stop taking entries to win this car. So if you haven't already done so, go enter now. This is easily the best car we've ever built to give away. I'm pretty sad to see it go, to be quite honest. But I'll be happy to see who wins it and to hand over the keys when they do come. I might fight them for it. So again, thank you guys so much for all your support and following this project as we've been building it over the course of the last 3 months. Again, really looking forward to giving it away to one of you lucky winners. Thank you so much for your support, guys, and subscriptions to our channel. All of the positive comments and thumbs up for the videos, we really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.